how do we keep our eyes up here, right? And display those virtues that
Mhm.
Charlie so graciously and beautifully displayed.
Well, remember, when you're answering a question, you're answering a person. You're not just answering a question. And you
Mm,
don't know what is behind that question or that statement that somebody makes. You don't know their background. You don't know where they're coming from. You don't know what trauma they've experienced or what they've been exposed to or
yes.
haven't been exposed to. And this is why Paul himself says, "Look, I was an arrogant and insolent man before the Lord saved me." And you shouldn't be mad at people who disagree with you, because why should you expect people to agree with you? People will say, well, Frank, why don't you get mad at, kids who are angry with you on a college campus? I go, why would I be mad at them? Why should I expect them to agree with me? When I was 23, I didn't agree with my 63-year-old self. Why should I think a 23-year-old now should agree with me at 63? I shouldn't. Let's just have a conversation. Let's see if we can learn from one another. Let's see if I think I'm right about something, I'm going to try and move him closer to that or her closer to that by asking questions and giving some evidence. So
Mhm.
Charlie knew that. And the only time Charlie would get snarky with somebody is if they were snarky with him. Like,
Well, even then, he held his own
yeah,
pretty well.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, he wasn't, he would say, in fact, that's what he said to me once. He said, Frank, I like the way you do this because you don't try and own people. And I say, no, I don't want to own them. I
Mhm.
just want to move them closer to the truth. If I try and own them and, bat them down so, some YouTuber can say, Frank Turek destroys, that's not, we don't want that, right?
Yeah.
We want a productive, constructive interaction that tries to move the person closer to the truth and people watching it closer to the truth.